everybody, it's Scott Amato, and I want to announce that I have released a mod pack on the CurseForge launcher called Arctic Survival. And don't freeze, guys. It is based on the awesome video by Forge Labs called I Spent 100 Days in the Arctic in Minecraft, and Here's What Happened. Let's just say I'm a man that really loved that video. I've tried to recreate the pack as closely as I can, and just added a few things that are all listed in the description. Of course, I'll leave a link in the description for this mod pack, but I want to show you how to install some the add-ons for it if you want to do that. All right, Optifine and the SUS shader if your machine's capable of running it, but it adds a lot to the pack and recreates the look that Forge Labs had. And then the Skyrim sound pack, which will give Skyrim music and sounds in Minecraft, and it really creates a nice atmosphere for this. Now, this is a hardcore pack. The pack is set to be hardcore when you launch the world. No cheats or anything like that. Try to survive 100 days, guys. Forge Labs couldn't do it, but I believe in you. You can do it. But try to survive 100 days, all right? And I'll explain a little bit more about the pack. But first of all, I just want to show you how to install it. So you need to have the CurseForge launcher, and you can get that. I have a link in the description of the mod pack, but download it for Windows or for Mac and run it. And then within the CurseForge launcher, you can search for it. So just go here and choose Browse Mod Packs. There's a link at the top or whatever, and then just search for Arctic. Okay, again, I'll leave a link in the description to the pack itself. Now, there is some other ones out there. There's this one, Arctic Craft, but I don't think it's very close. They have a lot of different world gen mods and stuff in there that are really not in the pack. I'm using Biomes O Plenty with the special world type that's all snow, the whole world, with various biomes that are appropriate for the Canadian wilderness theme that he has. All right, so I think this pack is a lot closer. But search for Arctic and you'll see Arctic Survival, and then just click the install button and it'll pull it down and install it. Now, it doesn't have tons of mods. It should pretty much run on any machine, especially if you don't have the SUS shaders. So if you don't have the SUS shaders, you'll still be able to have, you know, a good experience with the pack itself. It just has 37 mods in it. We kept it pretty much short and simple. All right, so it'll go through and download and then install here in your CurseForge launcher. All right, so it's done, and then you'll be able to see it. So just go back to My Mod Packs, and there you'll see it. Okay, so you can launch from here, and you're ready to go. It shouldn't require much memory, but you can go in and set up your profile options. Either use the system memory, which is set up in the main settings down here, or you can set custom memory. You should really only need 2 to 3 gigs to run it. Again, if you're running SUS shaders, you may want to adjust to 3 gigs for that. Okay, so that's the main install. It's easily done through the launcher, but if you want to do it in multi-MC or something, then go to the Files section and then click on this Arctic Survival link. You do have this install button here. If you have the CurseForge launcher, that you can install it directly. But if you click the link, you'll get a download here, which will download the zip file, and you can just drag that into a multi-MC window and it will install. Okay, so that's an option too. Now, again, let's look at installing Optifine for it, because if you're going to run the SUS shader, you'll need Optifine, or if you want to use the Skyrim sound pack, you don't really need Optifine, but for performance sake, you're probably going to want it anyway. All right, so go to optifine.net, go to downloads, and then show all versions, and then go to the 1.12.2 installer here. You can get the mirror link or whatever if you want to bypass the ads. Download it, and you'll get Optifine HD UG5. Okay, then again, all this stuff is linked from the main profile, but you'll want to get the SUS shaders. So click I accept the agreement and then download it here. Now, SUS is one of the heavier shaders, so there are other shaders you could use along with it. Shokapic is one that's a little bit lighter. Then the Skyrim sound pack, get it from Planet Minecraft here, and it's on a Google Drive, so it'll take you over to Google Drive. So just click the link to download it, and then it'll take you to this Google Drive, and then hit the download button up here. All right. And so then you'll be able to download that. All right, and I'll show you how to install them real quick, guys, just so everybody can get playing quickly. So you should have these 3 files after you've downloaded it. All right, and then once you download the Modpack, then click this 3 dots button here and choose Open Folder from the link. All right, it'll take you to the mods and all that. Now, you probably want to launch one time after you do Optifine, so that you'll get the shader packs folder, but I'll just show you how to create it if you want to from scratch. All right, so get the Optifine, copy it to your clipboard or cut it or whatever, and then paste it into the mods folder there in the profile folder that you opened. Okay, for the resource pack, for the Skyrim sound pack, just copy it and place it into the resource packs folder right there. All right. And then, like I said, for the shaders, if you ran the mod pack with Optifine installed, it would create this folder called shader packs. All right, now that's plural, shader packs. So that's where your shaders go. So select SUSE and put it inside of there, and now you should have everything you need. All right, so let's go ahead and do a launch of the pack. We should have all the mods and everything installed, ready to go. So let's hit play. And this will take just a moment. You'll have to go through and agree to the Mojang terms or whatever that they have. I've already done it on this one, I think, so I don't have to, but it'll say, Mojang launcher will give you like a, you know what you're doing type of thing or whatever that they do now to agree to their terms, basically. All right. So again, it'll launch. It should launch pretty fast for you guys. It's only, a few mods. All right. So I'll just go full screen on it and in single player. All right. So to set up the, let's turn off the sound here. Turn off the music. Now this does have dynamic surroundings and stuff in it, which will give you a better overall feel for the world. All right. So here's the Skyrim sound pack. So just, hit your resource packs right there and then add that. And then that's just a sound pack. All right. It does change all the sounds pretty much in Minecraft. So that might take some getting used to. Then for the shader, go to options, video settings, shaders, and then select the SUSE shader. Okay. And so all that should be ready and installed, and you could see that, Optifine was installed by itself. All right. So you can go through and make some settings here, set a max frame rate, set your render distance, and all this kind of stuff inside of here. All right. And now we're ready to create a world. So the world, again, is locked to hardcore, and cheats and stuff are off. All right. It's set to the world type already, which is Biomes O Plenty. I'll just create a basic new world here. And it is snowing when you come into the world. All right. That is set by default. All right, when you come in, it's late or it's midsummer, guys. So this is as hot as it's going to be. All right. So you're not likely, unless you're in a glacial climate, watch out for the polar bears. Unless you're in a glacial climate, you're not likely to freeze on your first few days. And I've set it up that way so that you can get stuff done. And because you are in midsummer, you can grow carrots. Let's see. And the tool tips and stuff will tell you. All right. So you can spring and autumn. Actually, you need to wait till the next season to do autumn. You can see I've added a HUD in here that has the day counter up in the top left and the day counter of the day of the season. All right. So each season, there's 3 sub-seasons inside of it, a beginning, mid, and end. That are 7 days long. So each season's 21 days. So this is an 84-day year. All right. So if you started in this midsummer, it's set up that by the end of the playthrough, you would be just near early fall. All right. Pretty much. You'd actually be at the end of late summer. So at the very end, it's going to be kind of warm again. Again, warm relatively, because this is as warm as it gets. All right. And winter is brutal. Winter is brutal. But again, you can grow wheat right at the beginning. All right. It's fertile during the summer. and I believe the fall as well. It'll tell you in the tooltips. So summer and autumn. So you can grow wheat for the next few days, and you can grow carrots. You can't grow potatoes until spring, but be sure and get enough potatoes, at least save them if you find them at villages. Now villages are placed at a pretty good distance of each other, so you should run into a lot of villages, but it's 1.12.2, so there's not that much to really get from villages unless they have a blacksmith or a library. Okay, but as I said, this world is set up to be hardcore, and snow does pile up and gather. There's a mod in here that does that, and that makes it pretty challenging, especially in deep winter and spring when it's snowing a lot, to keep your self from being buried in snow. Basically, not being buried, but your world. So these are snow layers. You could just break them, and you'll be doing a lot of cleanup and stuff for that. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to introduce you quickly to the pack and show you how to install it, just so that everybody that wants to play can be sure to get the best view of the pack that your computer's able to run. Again, the SUSE Renewed shader gives that full look, and also I changed the for different from his video. I do have the Better Animals mod in here, Better Animal Models, that match the other animal models that are used along with it. So the vanilla animals have been changed to that style of model as well. So that might take a little bit getting used to, but again, I think it matches the overall model look. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy playing this pack. It can be very challenging, but it's quite fun for a snow pack. And of course, Forge Labs, thanks so much to them. They did an awesome job on their video. Very, very entertaining, and you should have a lot of fun with this pack. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. I do so much appreciate you watching and playing, and share this link around to people if they're wanting a kind of true to life experience as the Canadian wilderness as explored by Forge Labs. Anyways, this is Scott O'Mato. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.